Are you trying to grow your YouTube channel, but you feel like you're spending most of your time researching, filming, editing, even before you hit publish on your video, only to find that it gets little to no views? Well, I get it. I've been there and done that. And after 300 uploads on this channel, I know what works and what doesn't work. And in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I publish my YouTube videos for best effect. And when I upload videos to my channel, I look at two things. It's how I upload them, and then what steps I do after I have uploaded each video, what settings I toggle on and off, what steps that I take in order for my videos to get maximum exposure on my channel. So in order to walk you through this, I'm just going to dive straight on over into my YouTube studio. So here I am inside my YouTube studio, and as I've just finished creating one of my videos, I can hit create and upload videos. I'm going to walk you through this. So selecting files, this is a video on the biggest YouTube mistakes I've seen. So this is already created. I've done that content creation piece, and I'm going to walk you through what I do firstly in this initial upload process, and then I'm going to walk you through what I do after the actual upload. So here I've got this file entitled with the main keyword, so YouTube mistakes. I leave the description blank from now, and I'll get to that in a minute. The YouTube thumbnail, I have created another video on how to create YouTube thumbnails. I will link that up here, but I just double click that and that's already uploaded. So the playlist then, I look at a playlist, and this is all about how to grow your audience. So I'm going to click done. That's a relatable playlist. Audience, no, this is not made for kids. I don't bother about the age restriction, paid promotion. There is no one paying me to make this video. Brands or altered content, I'm not going to link a brand up. Altered content, there is nothing altered about this content. There's no AI generation. Collaboration, I'm not really going to invite a collaboration. Automatic chapters I allow on, but I do create my own, and I'll walk you through this. Feature places, I just leave automatic. Automatic concepts, this is an experiment. I allow automatic concepts. So the tags, I would just put in here YouTube mistakes as the main keyword. So I'm just going to leave that there. Again, I will show you what I do with tags once this is uploaded. Here I've got an application which is TubeBuddy. This is going to suggest some tags for me, but again, I will show you that whole process. It's English UK. I don't really have the recording date or location. I just let YouTube do its thing. Shorts remixing, I allow. Education is the category, and I don't really bother about anything else. And then I show how many viewers like this video. I leave that open. So then I'm just going to go and click next. So this is ads and monetization. If you are monetized, it's up to you. If you are past 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you can select on, but then it's all depends whether you want to show mid-roll ads during your video. So I don't typically like mid-roll ads at this moment, so I click ads on, and then I'll leave that in the mid-roll. Ads suitability, I just come down here and click there, none of the above. I don't have any adult content or violence or swearing in it, so I click submit rating, and then that's going to go forward for my ads rating. Next, I don't bother with any of these right now. I'm going to show you the process once I upload this, and then I'm going to click next again once the ad suitability and the copyright is checked. And then for this one, I'm going to just click private. If I was going to publish this, I would probably schedule this out for my next publishing date. But for here, as this is a quick example, I'm going to click private and click save. Now this is going to save to my YouTube studio. And as you can see here, I've made a separate one because I want to give YouTube a maximum amount of time to understand what this video is all about. So first of all, what YouTube's going to do is it's going to try and transcribe what the words that you've said, what this content is all about. It's going to read your thumbnail. It's going to process all of this. So it's going to upload and then it's going to process. And you can click into this video here. And what I want to do is I want to have a look at the language tab. And here this is generating automatic subtitles for this video. Once this is done, I then want to take the subtitles or the words that I've said and make sure it's transcribed correctly. Now, here's one I have actually uploaded previously. I've uploaded this a little while back, and it's had the time to transcribe my languages here. So if I go into languages, and then you can go into edit subtitles. So here, this is a really good exercise to go through here and make sure from what you've said in your video, YouTube understands it. So I would just have a quick walk through here and make sure that anything underlined in red, you're happy with the spelling. It might misspell a few things. All you need to do is come in here and then just edit this how you want this to be published. But for me, some of my links are sometimes inaccurate because it's just what I'm saying. So some of the spelling might be inaccurate. So you can just come in here and edit this. Once you're happy with this, then I would click publish. So then YouTube has time to process those edits. I would typically upload a video to YouTube well over 24 hours before I want it to publish. Now this is just giving YouTube the amount of time or enough time to try and understand what this video is for, if you're targeting keywords, what you're saying, so then when it publishes, it's going to have all that transcription, as it's going to have the title, the description, and the tags. So that's the next thing I'm going to walk you through now. But before I even do that, I'm going to get my subtitles. So click back into your subtitles, making sure YouTube has had enough time. And then I'm going to download these. You can either have edit as text or edit timings. I would go into the timings and then download these subtitles in the timings. So when this pops out, I'm going to open Show in Finder, and then I'm going to open this. I'm going to open this with something else. I'm going to just go to text edit, and this is your video with timestamps. So this is how I generate a lot of my timestamps in my video, and this is the copy that I would use when I build out my title, my tags, and my description. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize that and then click out of these two, make sure that's published. And now I'm going to go into the title. So the next thing I do is go into the details, and this is the holding title that I have. If you're not split testing your titles, you don't know what the market is actually searching for. So you should have a bit of keyword research and an idea on what keyword that you're trying to target. So my biggest one here is YouTube mistakes. So here I've gone into Google Gemini and I've used a gem, and all I've done here is I have a title, 5 biggest mistakes new YouTubers must avoid in 2026 for this video. I've got create 2 more I can split test. So this is now printed out 2 more that I can split test. So YouTube mistakes, why most channels fail in 2026. That's pretty good. And again, I would just split test. So A/B testing, I would use your initial title, and then I would always add 2 more so you can test what is actually working. So YouTube mistakes, stop creating content that no one finds. So I'm going to click both of those. Again, you can iterate with these, go back and forth, find ones that you like, but try and have 3 in here. And I would probably leave just title only, not title and thumbnail. I have done another video on this. I would just have 1 thumbnail and then 3 titles. And the reason for this is having a thumbnail that is generic to all 3, but not repeating the keyword. So here I would test these 3 titles, but then I would also have a thumbnail that said something like avoid these. So you're not duplicating, you're not saying the whole sentence in the thumbnail and the whole sentence in the title. You can actually mix and match, but keep the thumbnail the same as you're testing 3 different titles. So that's how I do titles. If you wanted to hit save at this point, you can, but that's just going to save these 3 titles. Next is the description. I have another gem. This is a description. So I say, what do you need from me? And then this is going to help me generate the description. If you want to know how I've built out all of these Google Gemini gems, I will link that video up to here. But here, this is asking me for 4 things because I've told it to ask me for 4 things. So the call to action link, this is actually going to my YouTube free jumpstart guide. So the call to action link, the reason I'm doing this video, so I would just go, number 1 is the call to action. Number 2 is the primary keyword. So this will be YouTube mistakes. And then I'm going to go 3 is the full video title. So I would just give it one of these. So 5 biggest YouTube mistakes, because I'm going through in this video, I'm talking about the 5 mistakes. So then I would give it the full title. And then now it's asking for the full video transcription because I've programmed it to do so. So here I would just ask this, copy all of that, and then put that in as number 4, and then hit return. Now, ChatGPT, Google Gemini Gems, Claude, the results are only as good as the details that you give it and the instructions that you give it. So I've tailored this Gemini Gem to actually give me a description in the way that I like it. So here, this is exactly what I would do. I would copy all of this, copy that description, then go back into my YouTube description, then paste it into here. Now, some of the formatting you might need to play around with here. I will just speed up this video whilst I do this. So all I've done there is I've just edited it so it looks good, and then I would just hit save. So that is the title and the description. Bearing in mind this is an output from an AI, so I would really read through this and edit anything that doesn't make sense, or if the link is broke, and have it in your speak as much as possible. And so the next thing I would look at is coming all the way down to the tags. So for the tags, I've got another Gemini, and it's asking me again for the 3 things. What do you need from me? Main keyword, video title, and full transcript again. So I would go, main keyword is YouTube mistakes, and then the video title, I would grab it from here, 5 biggest mistakes, and then I would paste it into here. And then once more I would grab the transcript, which is here, make sure I copy that, and then it would give me, again, I have trained this Google Gemini Gem to give me the tags in a way that I would like. So this is just going to read all of my transcript, have a look at the video, have a look at the title and the main keyword, and it's going to synthesize all of this and give me a bunch of copyable YouTube tags. So here I would just copy all of these, and then I would just paste into the actual tags. So scrolling all the way down to the tags. Here I always say start with the main keyword, so YouTube mistakes. And as it's given me over 500, I probably look through these, and if there's any that I don't actually like the look of, I'll probably delete that one there. That's got me down to 490, so I click save. Now the last few things then that I would actually recommend is if you do have TubeBuddy, this is going to give you recommendations here. It's got timestamps, it's got chapters, so end screens and cards. Again, I have TubeBuddy, so an end screen going in here, I would apply one of my TubeBuddy templates. If you don't have TubeBuddy templates, you can add one of your own. But this is an end screen either asking someone to take action, go over to your website, or go and watch another video. So in all my videos I talk about YouTube, I've just got this YouTube end screen, and I would click apply. Once that is done, it's going to apply this template. It's going to have to refresh this page. And then the second one is actually cards. So I would click out cards. I would then apply another template. But again, if you are monetized in YouTube and you have over 1,000 subscribers, you can then link out to your own website. This is what I would recommend, or link to something else like another video or a playlist or another channel. But I would apply a template for my Jumpstart guide, and then that's going to click out to my Jumpstart guide. Once I've done this, people will then be able to download it. So everything you're saying in the video, everything relates to how you upload it. So then that's pretty much it. I would then click down the private and then click schedule, and then schedule this out for a day that it's going to go live. So I publish on Wednesday, and so I would select the time for the next Wednesday and click save. So the last thing I would do once this is actually published, you would go over to that video itself and make a comment and make sure that the link or the call to action is in that first comment, and then pin that comment. So you've got numerous places where you are putting your call to action in every single video. And once that's published, watch it yourself, send it out to your list, get as many people to watch that video as possible within the first hour, and especially within the first 24 hours that video goes live. Share it to socials, try and encourage as many people to watch that video and watch it as all the way through as possible in order to get a good click-through rate, in order to get a good watch time, and try and signal the algorithm or try and signal YouTube that this video should be ranking for this certain keyword. So there we have it. Those are the steps that I would implement once you are uploading or publishing a video to YouTube, and after you've published it, the steps and the settings to get maximum exposure for your channel. Now, if you're still struggling to get your first 1,000 subscribers, again, that link for you, the free Jumpstart guide, is at timpeakman.com/YouTube. Download it today. It's going to walk you through how you would set up your strategy in order to get your first 1,000 subscribers and beyond. That link, timpeakman.com/YouTube. Hopefully this video has provided you with some value and you can action a lot of these steps when you next upload your YouTube video. And I look forward to seeing you on the very next video.